Ayat number 27. At the end of the previous verse, we learned that none are led astray by the examples mentioned in the Quran except for those who are fasiqeen, except for those people who cross limits. I told you earlier that fisq is to cross the limit, to cross the boundaries. And there are two types of fisq. One is fisq akbar and the other is fisq asghar. Major fisq is to cross the boundaries of Islam so that a person does not remain a Muslim anymore. He's not a believer. And the minor fisq is that a person is a believer but he crosses the limits which make him a disobedient person but not necessarily a disbeliever. So over here, al-fasiqeen, who is this referring to? It's referring to mainly those who are disbelievers. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا. Those who disbelieve, they say, مَاذَا أَرَادَ اللَّهُ بِهَذَا مَثَلًا. And they're the ones who are misguided. They're the ones who don't find guidance from the Quran. And who are they? What is their reality? That they cross limits. What are the limits that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set for us? That we are human beings, that we surrender to Allah, that we accept what He has said, not that we start objecting what He has said. Not so that we start mocking at what He has said. So fasiqeen, why are they called fasiqeen? Because they do not surrender, rather they object. They don't accept, rather they criticize. This is why they're described as fasiqeen. And when a person crosses his limits with regards to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he oversteps the bounds. So instead of respecting Allah, he disrespects Allah. Instead of accepting what He has said, he objects at what He has said. Then this person also crosses the limits with regards to the rights of people. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the fasiqeen as, first of all, الَّذِينَ يَنْقُضُونَ عَهْدَ اللَّهِ مِنْ بَعْدِ مِيثَاقِهِ. Those who break the covenant of Allah after binding it. Secondly, وَيَقْطَعُونَ مَا أَمَرَ اللَّهُ بِهِ أَن يُوصَلْ. And they cut what Allah has commanded should be joined. And thirdly, وَيُفْسِدُونَ فِي الْأَرْضِ. And they create mischief in the land. These are the characteristics of who? Fasiqeen. You see how when a person crosses the limits with respect to the rights of Allah, he will also do the same with respect to the rights of people. So the first characteristic, الَّذِينَ يَنْقُضُونَ. يَنْقُضُونَ is from the root letters Noon, Qaf, Dad, naqd. And naqd is to break or destroy something after making it firm. To break something, destroy something after making it firm. Like for example, you tie a knot. Or for example, a person knits a sweater. So what is naqd? That you break that tie, you open it up. Or for example, the sweater has been knitted and you unravel the entire yarn, all of the threads. So something that was consolidated together, something that was bound together, something that was made firm, naqd is to open it up, destroy it, weaken it. And this is why the word naqd is also used for breaking a promise, breaking a covenant, to nullify a covenant, something that was consolidated, something that was contracted. You made a contract, you break it, you violate it. This is what? Naqd. So what do they break? They break ahdallahi, the covenant of Allah. The word ahd is from the root letters ayn hadal, and ahd is used for a pact, a commitment, a pledge, a promise that has to be looked after, that a person has to pay attention to, and he has to keep it. He has to abide by it. So they break the covenant of Allah when? Min ba'di, after, mithaqihi, its binding. Mithaq is from the root letters waw, sa, qaf. Wathaqa. Wathaqa is to make something firm, and wathaq is such a rope or chain with which something is tied tightly. Imagine a rope or a chain with which something you tie very tightly. This is what wathaq is. And mithaq is used for a covenant, a pact, an agreement that is not ordinary, but that which has been made very firm.
الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون